Welcome to the course Hands-on Agile Project Management using the Agile Project Management Simulator by Avraham Shtub and Yael Dubinsky. This course is unique as it integrates the theory of Agile Project Management with hands-on experience of planning and executing projects using the AGASIM Agile Project Management Simulator. In this session, the Agile approach will be explained and compared to traditional project management. The tools and techniques discussed in the course are built into the AGASIM simulator, thus learning by doing and simulation-based training are important aspects of this course. To understand the Agile project management paradigm, it is important to contrast it with traditional project management, which is based on the following principles. 1. Predictive planning. Traditional project management, often referred to as waterfall, follows a sequential approach. Projects are planned extensively upfront, with detailed documentation and a fixed scope. 2. Emphasis on processes and tools. Traditional methods tend to prioritize established processes and tools. There is a focus on following a predetermined plan and adhering to strict procedures. 3. Phase development. Projects are divided into distinct phases: requirement gathering, initiation, design, development, testing, and deployment. Each phase is typically completed before moving to the next phase, leading to a longer time between project initiation and the delivery of working product. 4. Customer interaction. Customer feedback is often limited to the early stages of the project. There is less opportunity for customers to see and interact with the product until it's closer to completion. 5. Change management. Changes to requirements late in the project can be difficult to accommodate and might require revisiting earlier phases. This can lead to project delays and increased costs. 6. Risk management. Traditional methods attempt to identify and mitigate risks upfront during the planning phase. However, unforeseen risks can still emerge during later stages. The Agile Manifesto is a set of guiding principles for software development that was created in February 2001 by a group of 17 software developers who gathered in Utah, USA to discuss and find common ground on approaches to software development. The Agile Manifesto consists of 4 key values and 12 principles. The 4 values are: 1. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. The Agile Manifesto emphasizes the importance of effective communication, collaboration, and teamwork among team members. It suggests that the focus should be on the people and their interactions rather than on relying on rigid processes and tools. 2. Working software over comprehensive documentation. The Agile Manifesto highlights the importance of delivering functional and usable software over extensive and detailed documentation. While documentation is still important, the emphasis is on producing working software that can be tested, demonstrated, and refined. 3. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. The Agile Manifesto promotes a collaborative relationship between development team and customers or stakeholders. This involves continuous involvement and feedback from customers throughout the development process, as opposed to relying solely on predefined contracts and negotiations. 4. Responding to change over following a plan. The Agile Manifesto recognizes the dynamic nature of software development. It encourages teams to be responsive to changes in requirements, technology, and market conditions, rather than rigidly sticking to a predefined plan. Principles behind the Agile Manifesto. Principle number 1. Welcome changing requirements even late in development. Agile methodologies acknowledge that requirements are likely to evolve over the course of a project. Rather than resisting or avoiding these changes, Agile teams are encouraged to embrace them and opportunities for improvement. This is in contrast to traditional methods where changes are often discouraged or require significant effort to implement. Principle number 2. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Agile methodologies advocate the constant and direct communication between business people such as product owners and stakeholders and the development team. This communication is essential to ensure that everyone is on the same page regarding project goals, priorities, and changes. Regular interactions promote a shared understanding of the project's purpose, objective, and requirements. Business people can clarify their needs and expectations, and developers can ask questions for clarification. Daily collaboration allows for immediate feedback on the progress of the project. This feedback loop helps identify any deviations from the desired outcome early on, enabling quick adjustments and corrections. When business people and developers work closely together, it becomes easier to adapt to changing requirements or priorities. Decisions can be made collaboratively, taking into account the impact on both the business goals and technical aspects. Building projects around motivated individuals. Agile methodologies recognize that motivated individuals are more likely to take ownership of the work and make valuable contributions to the project. Agile teams are given the autonomy and authority to make decisions and drive the work forward. When individuals are motivated, they feel a sense of ownership and responsibility for the success of the project. This ownership can lead to greater commitment and accountability. Motivated individuals are more likely to think creatively and come up with innovative solutions to challenges. They are driven to explore new ideas and approaches that can lead to improved outcomes. Motivated team members tend to be more productive and efficient. They are invested in the project's success and are driven to achieve their goals. Agile principles encourage self-organizing teams that can make decisions based on their expertise and understanding of the project. Give them the environment and support they need and trust them to get the job done. Agile recognizes that individuals and teams perform best when they have the resources, tools, and conditions they need to excel. This might include access to the right software, hardware, training, and facilities. Providing an environment of trust and support encourages individuals to take responsibility for their tasks and outcomes. This accountability leads to higher quality work and a sense of ownership. Agile environment also discourage micromanagement. Instead of closely monitoring every action, leaders focus on enabling teams to make decisions and solve problems on their own. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within development team is face-to-face conversation. Face-to-face conversations allow for immediate feedback, which is crucial for solving questions, clarifying doubts, and making timely decisions. This rapid exchange of information supports the iterative nature of Agile development. Non-verbal cues, body language, and facial expressions play a significant role in communication. Face-to-face interactions provide a richer content that helps in conveying nuances informed effectively. In-person conversations often lead to clearer and more precise communication. Team members can ask questions, seek clarifications, and provide detailed explanations, leading to better understanding. In-person conversations foster personal connections and build relationships among team members. This can lead to better collaboration, trust, and sense of camaraderie within the team. Working software is the primary measure of progress. Agile places a strong emphasis on delivering tangible value to customers and stakeholders. Working software is the concrete outcome of development efforts that can be tested, demonstrated, and validated. Working software allows teams to demonstrate their progress and achievements to stakeholders. This visible progress helps build trust and provides a clear picture of the project status. Agile methodologies advocate for delivering software in small increments, known as iterations or sprints. Each increment should include working software showcasing the incremental value being added. The completion of working software provides a quantifiable measure of progress. Team and stakeholders can gauge how much of the project scope has been successfully. The sponsor, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. A constant pace of work contributes to predictable delivery timeline. This predictability is crucial for effective planning, decision-making, and managing stakeholders' expectations. By avoiding peaks of intense activity followed by periods of inactivity, a constant pace helps distribute the workload evenly, reducing the risk of burnout and over-extraction. Technical excellence and good design provide a strong foundation that allows software to be more easily adapted to changing requirements. Well-designed code is more modular and less prone to breaking when changes are made. Well-designed software is easier to maintain and extend. This reduces the effort required for future enhancement or bug fixes. High-quality code and good design practices enable faster and more accurate testing. This rapid feedback helps detect and fix issues earlier in the development process. Simplicity in software design aims to reduce unnecessary features, code, and processes. It encourages focusing only on what's essential to meet customer needs and objectives. By minimizing unnecessary work, Agile teams can optimize their effort and resources, resulting in faster and more efficient development cycles. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. Self-organizing teams leverage the combined knowledge, expertise, and creativity of their members to develop the best solutions. Self-organizing teams are more agile in responding to changes and new requirements. They can adjust architectures and design in real time to align with evolving project needs. Team members who feel empowered are more likely to suggest and experiment with new ideas and approaches. This promotes an innovative culture. Regular reflection encourages a culture of continuous learning. Teams take time to assess their performance, identify areas for improvement, and seek opportunities for growth. Reflecting on work processes and practices enables teams to identify bottlenecks, inefficiencies, and areas where adjustments could lead to greater efficiency. Regular retrospectives provide a forum for identifying and addressing challenges or issues that might have gone unnoticed during day-to-day operations. Reflective sessions promote open communication with the team. Team members are encouraged to voice their perspective, concerns, and suggestions without fear of reprisal. What are the key constructs between traditional project management and agile project management? Traditional project management often follows a linear, sequential approach where the project is planned, executed, monitored, and closed in a fixed sequence, while agile follow iterative and incremental processes where work is divided into smaller cycles called iterations or sprints, and each cycle results in a potentially shippable product increment. Traditional project management is typically less flexible when it comes to accommodating changes during project execution. Changes might require formal change control procedures, while agile embrace changes and actively encourage it throughout the project. Changes can be incorporated during iterations based on evolving requirements. Traditional project management often requires well-defined and detailed upfront requirements before project execution begins, while agile approaches start with high-level requirements and allow for requirements to evolve and emerge as the project progresses. Traditional project management involves detailed upfront planning and estimation of the entire project scope, schedule, and resources, while agile approaches focuses on planning for shorter time frame or iterations with the flexibility to adjust plan based on lessons learned on each. The waterfall model is a traditional software development methodology that follows a linear and sequential approach to project management. It is one of the earliest and most known software development methodologies. The model is named waterfall because it depicts the downward flow of activities where each phase flows into the next like a waterfall. The waterfall model uses sequential flow. It follows a strict sequential of phases. Each phase is completed before the next one begins, and there is little overlap between phases. The waterfall model emphasizes comprehensive planning and documentation up front, often requiring extensive documentation at each phase. Customer involvement is typically higher at the beginning and end of the project, with limited interactions during the development phases. Changes to requirements or to design are discouraged once the project moves into the next phase. This rigidity can make adapting to changes difficult. And finally, the entire project is planned and executed as a single unit, leading to longer delivery cycles before any value. The spiral model, introduced by Barry Boehm in 1986, is a risk-driven and iterative software development methodology that combines elements of both iterative development and traditional linear approaches. It is often used for projects where risks are high. The spiral model emphasizes risk analysis, prototyping, and frequent feedback loops. The development process in a spiral model proceeds in a series of cycles or spirals. The development process is divided into multiple iterations or spirals, each producing a partial version of the software. This allows for progressive refinement. The model places strong emphasis on risk analysis and management throughout the project cycle. Risks are identified, assessed, and addressed in each spiral. Prototyping is often used to create tangible representation of the software during the development process. These prototypes help refine requirements and gather user feedback. The model accommodates changes to requirements and design as it progresses through the spirals. Each iteration can incorporate modifications based on user feedback. Pulse of the Profession is a research initiative by the Project Management Institute, PMI. It aims to provide insights into the project management trends, challenges, and best practices across different industries and regions. The initiative involved surveys, reports, and analysis that gathered data from project managers, executives, and other stakeholders to identify key trends and developments in the field. According to the 2021 Pulse of the Profession, only 73% of projects meet original goals. Only 62% are completed within the original budget, and only 55% are completed on time. In the information technology area, the Standish Group is studying the success and failure of IT projects since 1994. The results of the study are published every 2 years in the Chaos Study. The original Chaos Study defined success of a project as finished on time, within budget, and deliverables acceptable quality of all the required features and functions of the project. In the first Chaos report, based on data collected by the Standish Group in 1995, the only 16.2% of projects were successful, finished on time, within budget, and delivered an acceptable quality of all features and functions of the product developed. 31% of the project terminated prematurely, delivering no value at all. The rest of the projects, or about 50%, were challenged. They were finished, but they were either late, over budget, or did not deliver all the functionality as planned, or some combination of the above. The data collected by the Standish Group in the following years shows some improvement as the percentage of successful projects increased, the percentage of failed projects or prematurely terminated projects decreased, but the percentage of challenged projects remained about 50%. Recent Chaos results are based on a different definition of project success. A project is successful is finished on time, within budget, and provided satisfactory results. Despite the different definition, the success of challenged project did not change and remained at about 50%, while there is slight reduction in percentage of failed projects and a slight increase in the percentage of successful projects. The Chaos study tries to identify the major reasons for project failure, and there is a list of factors contributing to project failure. It is interesting to note that the 3 leading factors are all a result of uncertainty. These are poor estimates that lead to missed deadline, the difficulty to define exactly the project scope upfront, and the unexpected changes in the environment that impact the project and its outcome. The advantage of Agile based on the Chaos report is clear. The Chaos report has often indicated that Agile projects have a higher likelihood of being successful compared to traditional waterfall projects. This success is attributed to Agile adaptive and iterative nature, which allows for continuous customer collaboration and the ability to respond to changing requirements. Agile methodologies prioritize customer collaboration and feedback. This focus on delivering incremental value and involving customers and development process tends to lead to higher levels of customer satisfaction. Agile's iterative approach minimizes the risk of large-scale project failure. Since projects are broken down into smaller, manageable increments, any issues that arise can be addressed sooner rather than later. And finally, Agile's iterative approach enables the delivery of functional pieces of product early and frequently, leading to faster time to market for valuable. There are some challenges that Agile projects should address. Agile project management comes with its own challenges. Some of the key challenges of Agile project management include changing requirements, as Agile projects often involve frequent changes to requirements based on customer feedback and evolving needs. While this adaptability is a strength, it can also lead to scope creep and difficulty in maintaining a clear project scope. Agile relies heavily on customer collaboration and feedback. However, getting consistent and timely feedback from customers can be challenging, especially if they are busy or have limited availability. And finally, Agile iterative and adaptive nature can make it difficult to predict project outcome, duration, and cost with a high degree of accuracy. This can be challenging for stakeholders who require more certainty in terms of time, cost, and deliverables. To summarize, Agile project management offers substantial improvement compared to traditional project management approaches. To succeed in Agile project management, the methodologies, its pros and cons, as well as its accompanying tools and techniques, must be understood and practiced. By using AGASIM simulator, faster and improved learning of Agile project management is achieved. In this module, we discussed traditional project management principles and compared it to principles of Agile project management. In the following modules, we will see how the Agile principles are implemented, and we will practice those principles using the AGASIM simulator. Thank you.